Ayuka, as we've been reporting, Donald Trump threatening to take out Iran in one night if it doesn't reopen the Strait of Hormuz by Tuesday night. How are the markets reacting to these latest threats?
Well, Sharon, crude oil had a choppy trading day with both the US's West Texas Intermediate and the North Sea Brent crude settling higher. WTI is now priced above $112 a barrel. That's higher than Brent, which is slightly below $110 a barrel. But the futures contract for WTI is for May delivery, ahead of Brent's June date. The US benchmark has risen as demand for short-term deliveries surged amid the ongoing supply disruption. US stocks also fluctuated this Monday, but ended the day slightly higher as investors held their hopes for a ceasefire deal, despite both Iran and the US president saying they weren't ready to accept the latest ceasefire proposal. Major European markets were closed for Easter Monday today.
And Israel again attacking Iran's South Pars gas field.
Well, Israel says that it struck a key petrochemical plant at a complex in the massive gas field in the Persian Gulf. It's the second time in less than 3 weeks that an Israeli attack targeted South Pars. The one on the 18th of March sparked major Iranian retaliatory strikes on energy infrastructure across the region. Israel's defense minister has confirmed the latest attack, saying that the site is the largest petrochemical facility in Iran, accounting for about half of the production. And there were 2 strikes on the area. Let's take a listen.
Currently, both facilities, which together account for around 85% of Iran's petrochemical exports, are out of service and non-operational. This represents a severe economic blow to the Iranian regime, amounting to tens of billions of dollars. The petrochemical industry is a central engine for funding the activities of the Revolutionary Guards and for building Iran's military power.
And you could just how important is this gas field?
Well, it's hugely important because it is the world's largest known natural gas reserve. The reservoir is shared by Iran and Qatar, where it's called the North Dome, and contains an estimated 51 trillion cubic meters of usable gas, about a third of the world's known reserves, and enough to supply the world's needs for 13 years. Tehran controls a larger share of the field, accounting for 70 to 75% of Iran's total gas production. But a vast majority of its production is consumed domestically for cooking, heating, and for electricity generation. While the gas plant is an energy lifeline, therefore, for Iran, the petrochemical plant is a key source of its export revenue. Using the gas from the field, it produces basic chemical building blocks like ethylene, methanol, ammonia, and urea. These are raw materials for a wide array of things like plastics, textiles, and fertilizer.
And meanwhile, the fallout from the Middle East supply crunch continuing to affect countries right around the world, particularly in Asia.
Yeah, Sharon, we've been talking about this for some time since the war started. Asian nations are disproportionately affected by the ongoing crisis because of their dependence on Middle Eastern oil and gas. Pakistan is among those struggling, even though the country has now emerged as a potential peacemaker in the conflict and has struck a deal with Iran for some of its tankers to cross the Strait of Hormuz. It has had to hike fuel prices, sparking massive protests. Now authorities are temporarily offering free transport. Luke Trago has more.
Crowds in Islamabad mass aboard free public transport, a government measure lasting throughout the month to help offset sky-high fuel prices. However, many ordinary Pakistanis retain a sense of gloom over their shaky economy.
I think it shouldn't be completely free. Trust me, if it's free, people will abandon other modes of transport and come here, creating a shortage of space in vehicles.
In the future, fuel prices are likely to increase further, so the government needs a policy to control it. Similarly, the prices of other goods are rising day by day because everything is linked to fuel.
Since the US and Israel went to war in Iran, the Pakistani government has had to raise fuel prices twice over, though eased a 43% petrol increase back to 18% last week amid massive public outcry. Pakistan is deeply reliant on the Strait of Hormuz for its energy needs, getting 85% of its oil from Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates. While it's pushing diplomatic efforts to find a solution to the conflict, Iran is allowing 2 Pakistani-flagged vessels a day to transit the Persian Gulf. But that doesn't offset a premium from risk, which is pushing fuel prices higher and hitting Pakistanis in the wallet.
It'll affect the economy. Businesses will end up paying more for their expenses out of their profits. Between transportation, logistics, and rising prices, their profit margins will be low, leading to bad results in the coming days.
Beyond free public transport, Islamabad is also offering subsidies for small farms, food transporters and motorcycles, the most popular form of transport in Pakistan, as well as pushing a 4-day work week and online school classes.